So Stillwell and I are getting ready to go on a trip tomorrow, and I wanted to take a minute to go over some helpful hints that I follow every time I leave with Stillwell in order to make the trip a smooth one. Most of the time when I travel with Stillwell, we're in the car, so that's where these hints are guided towards. Make sure you have lots of supplies. There's nothing worse than getting to your final destination and realizing I'm almost out of insulin, I'm down to my last bag of needles, and I have to run to a pharmacy real quick and get extra supplies. Not only could it be difficult to fill the supply refill, but also you're going to be out potentially some money and maybe a large amount of money if the pharmacy charges a lot for the insulin and or needles. And make sure that I have a nice cool place in the car to store the insulin. For Stillwell, I have a cooler in the back of the car, and I put the insulin in there with his Shuggy Pups and put ice packs around it. That way I know his insulin will not go bad and it'll be good for the whole trip. I make sure that I have a nice sharps container to take with me because during the trip I will be using needles the entire time. I don't want to throw the needles away after I use them, and I also don't want loose needles rolling around the back of my car. So if you're someone who typically uses a larger container for sharps container, such as a large laundry detergent bottle, you might want to consider getting a smaller bottle just for the trip. That way you're not having to lug a bunch of needles around, and at the same time you're freeing up space for luggage. You want to make sure that you have plenty of water for your dog. So for me, I take a large thermos or a water bottle for Stillwell and make sure that it's always full and that I have a doggy cup that I can pour it into when I pull over. So if I know where I'm going to stay and when I'm going to stay there, I usually call ahead and make sure that I have a room with a refrigerator in it. Most rooms have one, but I like to just make sure so that when we get in, I can go straight to bed and put the insulin in the refrigerator before we do. All right, so I hope these are helpful. These help me have peace of mind when I travel with Stillwell, so happy travels.
Thanks for watching. If you want more information on dog diabetes or the printable recipes and worksheets that accompany the videos, then be sure to check out ShuggyPups.com. Take care.